Hello everyone, this is Jimmy and welcome to a brand new series on this channel. Today we're going to start playing Celestial Journey, which is a 1.12.2 expert style mod pack. I guess you can say it's similar to the other types of mod packs I've played before, but it has a very interesting late game focus on large scale automation of magic mods, something we haven't really done before. So let's get right into it. Normally I play on a server, but for this one, because the pack is being updated quite often as like every day or every other day, I'm going to start in a single player world, just because it's easier to update a single player world than it is a update a server. I'm going to turn cheats on, just because newish pack sometimes has blocking bugs, and the only way to get around the bugs is to cheat. World type, I think default is what we should play on. And I don't know, let's pick a seed. I guess if you want to play in the same world, you can use that seed. So, looks good to me. Let's get right into it. All right, here we go. Let's see, so far all I've done is load into my test world once and, figure out some controls. Besides that, I don't really know what's going on in this pack. Let's start by reading a little bit on the CurseForge page. It says it features, let's see, magic mods in the form of Thaumcraft, Blood Magic, and Bewitchment, which I believe is a remake of what's it called? Witchery from 1.7. Bunch of tech mods, bunch of quests, etc., etc. Anyways, I guess this is just to tell you about a bug. Don't buy mystical agriculture seeds off villagers. Sure, I can follow that rule. Alright, so it looks like you start with the usual things, make tools, make a smeltery. Looks like mystical agriculture is part of the pack. And I think this is the beginning of Divine RPG. So this pack uses Divine RPG as its main, I guess, like exploration mod. Divine RPG, you can think of it kind of like, is this a village over here? You can think of it kind of, no, it's an ocean. Okay, anyways, you can think of it kind of like Galacticraft, which, I'm not the biggest fan of. It's a bunch of dimensions. You have to go into each one in order to get the resources to go to the next one, yada, yada, yada. But I mean, I haven't played it since the 1.7 days, so maybe it's improved. I'm not going to rail on it too much without giving it a fair chance. So anyways, let's start by finding somewhere that we can at least call home. I like to build in wide open plains because I don't build houses. And when I do build houses, they look suspiciously like direwolves' houses. So, what are these? Granite rocks. Huh. I wonder if they're like a sign that there's ores underground or something. So, yeah, I'm gonna, ooh, what's this? Place to rob. Yeah, nothing to steal. Alright, I'm gonna look around a bit, find a place to live. This, thing over here looks kind of like a plains, so maybe we'll start there. Alright, this plains looks like just my kind of home. We have access to trees all around, green grass, and a rare double slime island not too far away. So that's neat. Anyways, it looks like the start of the pack is just like any other Minecraft. You break wood. This has Wayla instead of the One Probe as the tooltip. I've gotten to the point where I like the One Probe more than Wayla, but I mean, the difference is negligible. Anyways, it appears like we do have Vein Miner, which is good. Did that not complete our quest? We want 10 wood. Anyways, I'm just gonna, the first things you do in Minecraft, you punch some trees, make a pickaxe, make a crafting table, yada, yada, yada. Nice. We even get 4 planks per wood. Feels good, man. I've noticed that a lot of quests here actually give real rewards, so I guess I have to actually, kind of check for it. So anyways, I've ran into our first changed recipe of the pack. Chests are slightly different, no big deal. One thing I want to mention is for this pack, I think I'm going to try something slightly different. Let's try to get our coal next. I'm going to try to not record too far in advance of like where I'm actually what's actually been released. So like in my previous series, I'd always be at least 2 to 3, often 4 or more days. Like my recording would be ahead of or my gameplay would be ahead of what's been released, and that's resulted in a few situations where you guys give me good, useful advice, and I promptly ignore it because I have already passed the point where that advice is useful. So yeah, I'm gonna try to not end up in that situation again. But that also means that it's quite likely that there may be times when there's not a daily episode, just because we can do that. Sweet. Just because yeah, like if I miss a day, if I can't record for a day, I don't have an episode ready to replace it with. So anyways, it's nighttime outside. I'm just down underground mining, looking for some coal and iron. I think those are some of the next quests. Coal, furnace, iron, etc. Anyways, but I think I want to take a second look at, let's take a brief second to see what some of the recipes look like in this pack. Whoops. ME controller. How does this look? This is the vanilla recipe. That's good to see. Always happy to see that the ME controller is not heavily gated. The inscriber is, I guess, gated behind dark steel. That's fine. And the presses, let's see. I assume these, yeah, you can craft them, but I assume they're also found in world. Cool. So that's good news. And I saw that the final goal was to make infinity ingots. So I'm just out of curiosity going to see what this is. 50 mana pools. Huh? I mean, I guess it's, whoa. Create a creative cache. I think a creative cache is just an infinite capacity cache. It's not actually a creative item. Like, it doesn't let you, yeah. All right, whatever. I mean, cool. I guess we can look forward to that. I did notice a lot of these recipes use, there's a lot of content tweaker. And I think it's done to kind of, like, these were items in the old, in Divine Journey, for anyone that's played that, the pack for 1.7. They're old items from the 1.7 incarnation of Blood Magic. Which, I mean, I guess it's cool that they're like, even though Blood Magic doesn't have these items, they're still here. But some things I think the key defining recipe of this pack is, let's see, the Draconic Core. Or I guess not the Draconic Core, the Wyvern Core. The Wyvern Core which you need a billion of. I haven't checked to see if we actually need a billion of them in this pack, but since this pack is based so heavily on Divine Journey, I expect that's still the case. The Wyvern Core, which you need a billion of, is done in the Runic Matrix from Thaumcraft, and this is one of the more fun excuse me, one of the more fun automation challenges there is. So I definitely look forward to implementing this. But anyways, let's see. What I'm very happy to see is that really just the ME controller is highly accessible, which does follow in the, I suppose you could say, the footsteps of Divine Journey. Even growing the seed. Let's see, what's it called? Growth chamber. Do we have? Looks like we don't have the extra cells mod, so we just have the regular crystal growth chamber, I think. No, we do have extra cells. Then do we not have its? Maybe the growth chamber is from another mod. Oh right, that's from, what's it called? I forgot the name of the mod, but it's the one that also gives the advanced inscriber. Oh well, do we have wireless crafting terminal? We do. Cool. All right. Anyways, wait. Okay, like that very briefly caught my eye. Like, wait a second. This is a hell of a recipe. these recipes, yeah. So normally, in in just the basic recipe, it takes 3 of the previous tier storage component to make the next one. But in this pack, it takes 4, which means that this 16,384,000 ME storage component takes exactly 16,384 1K storage components, which each take, you know, a lot of Certus and Redstone, right? It's like 60,000 Redstone alloy and 60,000 Certus to make one of these. So, now this is a very late game item. All right, anyways, I'm gonna do a little bit more mining and with any luck get some iron and coal. Found our first cave down at Y level 12 and ow, he hurts. And our first hostile, ow, stop it. I'm gonna die if he hits me again. I should probably not play with this guy right now. But I want to go in there and explore for iron. I haven't found any iron yet. You know, that's tempting death. I'm gonna go the other way. Anyway, so I look for iron. I do want to ask a quick question, completely unrelated to Minecraft, but let's see. I'm gonna be starting a game of Dungeons and Dragons with a few friends of mine, back from my World of Warcraft raiding days. But anyways, I was kind of wondering, is there any interest in watching it if I were to stream it, say on Twitch? I've always, I don't know, I enjoy streaming, but I've never really had anything to stream. So, ooh, what's this? Aluminum ore berries. All right. Anyways, yeah, just, if there is interest, maybe I'll stream it. No promises. It'd be, can't mind that yet. It'd be, just, let's see, Sunday evenings Pacific time. So like, Sunday 4, I think it's 4 p.m. Pacific time for a couple hours. We're not like professional voice actors or anything, so it won't be Critical Role level acting or production. But anyways, yeah, if there is interest, let me know. If not, meh, I'll suck it up. Back to mining. Woohoo! Found some clay. The balancing factor in all mod packs. Hey, I didn't know your mom spawned in the lake. Yay, sheep. Now we can make a bed. We got this nice greatwood tree spawning here pretty close to our base. I like greatwood trees because they're very easy to harvest, especially with vein miner or, those axes that chop the whole tree. You just chop, well, I guess we didn't quite get the whole tree, but we got most of it. I'm going to clean it up. Oh, shoot, it's all disconnected now. Well, we got 2 stacks of wood, and enough saplings to plant another. Yeah, I'm going to go clean it up. I hate floating trees. I guess I don't like this tree as much as I thought I did. I think the limit for the number of blocks you can mine in one go is set pretty low in this pack. Which is why, yeah, I guess we're going to need a lumber axe before we can efficiently clear these. Oh well. Anyways, while we were off exploring, you still see the top of that tree floating over there. I've gotten 88, or I think a hair over 88 seared bricks. I assume the quest book picks 88 for its number because that's the number. That's exactly the number we need to make a basic smeltery. So anyways, we need 18 of these. Oh, an arrow. Cool. Casting table, casting basin. Oh, that's not the recipe. Weighted pressure plate, huh? Same here. Cauldron. Yikes, that's a lot of iron. Alright, I think I need a little bit more iron then. Ooh, shiny blue rocks. Nice. The smeltery quest even rewards a bucket of lava. I assume that means that a bucket has a very reasonable recipe. Cool. Alright, so the 88 ingots from the quest is enough to make, I think, the 1x1 smeltery. I just hooked up a significant more seared brick and made a 3x3. Anyways, to simplify the process of running it, one of the quest rewards gave some red alloy wire, which is basically redstone dust, but it can stick to like sides of blocks and stuff. I think the intent is to use it to automate the pouring out of the smeltery. Although I've always just done it this way, with redstone clocks and levers to turn them off. Let's get a couple levers. And basically, you know, each time the faucet receives a redstone signal, it'll turn off or turn on. Basically, it'll change state. A couple of these. Let's see. One of these and a double chest. There we go. So now all we have to do is put stuff in there that we want to cast. Well, I guess let's start by making our casts. So for now, we'll have to make them out of gold. Actually, let's check. Do we ore double in here? We do. Oh, cool. So this is actually also our first form of ore doubling. So I guess all of our ores will process through here, right? Like if we were to process it in a regular furnace, we only get one. So I guess we'll need an ingot cast, probably a gear and a plate cast, and I'm not sure what else. So anyways, for now we'll have to make the cast out of gold, which is, I believe, is 2 ingots per cast. See, does the quest tell us to do anything? It tells us to make alumite, and we can already get into machine frames. How's that? In gears. Okay. And explicitly seared glass. Sure. So before we get too far ahead of ourselves and use up all of our gold making casts, I think the quest book wants us to make a alumite pickaxe head to because this will be our diamond mining level tool. But the challenge slightly is that first of all, it wants 3 ingots. That's annoying. But to make alumite, let's see, alloy takes obsidian, which normally you have to, you know, mine with a diamond pick, but there is a trick. You can make obsidian with water and lava. So why don't this ratio always results in leftovers, but whatever. So I'll show you what you can do. If you get a bucket of obsidian or a bucket of lava, you can actually make molten obsidian directly in your smeltery. Thankfully, I found some lava while I was, wow, literally 6 buckets of lava while I was mining, but we can take this with us. The seer tank retains its contents when broken, so it's a very good, super early game way to move liquids. And I've already forgotten how to get out. What? No. Oh, I'm lost. Alright, found my way back. So you can put lava into the smeltery by just clicking it into the drain. And then we'll want some water to go with that. And we should see obsidian form. Yep, 1 block of obsidian. So with this, let's see, let's add our iron and aluminum. I doubt this is a perfect ratio. I think we'll need more obsidian. But this should make at least some alumite, I think. Cool. And then I can turn some of it into ingots, and I'll have to make a pickaxe head cast too, because we want to make the alumite pickaxe head. So this little cutie spawned right in our base. He doesn't look aggressive. Lag. Hello? Hi, how you doing? Please don't punch me. Hello. Goodbye. Alright, so for our first Tinker's tool, I think we have our alumite pickaxe head. Always paper bindings, because the extra modifier. Let's see, I want you in pickaxe mode. And I like copper tool rods for the EXP. Although you can definitely argue that other tool rods are better. Anyways, this gives a 4 modifier pickaxe. This pack does not have tool leveling, so we will never be able to, at least, it'll be very difficult to get the 5th modifier. It'll basically take the creative modifier, which does have a recipe. I don't know how unreasonable this recipe is, but yeah, the creative modifier is possible. Anyways, now we have this. What I want to do on it is I think I'll put, let's see, with 4 modifiers, we need fortune, we need, I guess it's really only fortune. We can go fortune and 3 reinforcement modifiers or something. We have 4 repair ingots too. So, cool. And we got 2 pieces of lapis ore from a quest. I'm just going to put what little lapis we have on it, because I think even that little bit gives us fortune 1 luck, which is effectively fortune 1 when mining. So I'm going to go mining for a few more resources now, but while I'm gone, my plan is to have a fair bit of cobbles, being put into the smeltery. And plan is to melt it all down, cast it into ingots, and we'll use that to expand the smeltery when we get back. For now, mining. Specifically, I think I'm looking for obsidian, because I think once we get some obsidian, we can go ahead and make those machine frames and start getting into tech. It's very easy in this pack to get into basic tech. Of course, this idiot goes mining for obsidian without bringing a bucket of water with him. Brings an empty bucket. Thankfully, a bucket or a water source spawned there. So hopefully I can make it over without getting killed and pick it up. There's also this very glowy mob around here somewhere, and it's scaring me quite a bit. Because I definitely do not remember what all the Divine RPG mobs do. Oh, there's a zombie. This is not where I want to fight a zombie. I'm dead. Peace. Oh my gosh. So scary. Anyways, I also am getting a fair bit of this Arlemite ore, which these Arlemite ingots seem like they can make pretty decent armors. So 50% damage reduction in a full set, and a good bit of range damage reduction when wearing all pieces. Cool. I've made a terrible mistake. I went to try to, when I went back upstairs, I went to try to sleep, except it was nighttime, and there's like 50 million mobs here now. Hopefully I can find a spot to sleep down here. Ooh, we did it. Anyways, I'm gonna give those mobs a second to despawn, and I'll move my bed back upstairs. We have an inventory full of stuff, mostly this obsidian. So from there, I guess we'll make our machine frames. I think the reason this needs a smeltery is to make the gear. Oh, we can make gears the normal way. Nice. Well, I guess we need it for the seared glass. All right. Anyways, I like the easy machine frame recipe. This is what I get for not looking at the mobs coming at me when I'm downstairs. And I broke my bed. Maybe you're an idiot. All right. Well, I gotta find my way back. 200 meters. Not bad. So, currently melting all of our tin and iron down into ingots. And I want to, while this processes, do we have iron yet? I want to melt, or I want to cast 1 ingot of iron so we can make a quick trip to the Nether. I have no clue what the Nether looks like in this pack, but I'm hopeful that maybe it has Nether ores? Maybe? Possibly? Anyways, let's put our portal down here where we don't have to listen to it hum all the time. Ooh. This will do. And I'm a horrible person that doesn't put his corners on his Nether portals. You can sue me later. Oh, good luck. Loading in. Alright, well, let's put the fires out and set a waypoint. Looks pretty standard. We get the usual Tinker's Construct ores. I hear a whatchamacallit. Oh no, we get, well, those are mystical agriculture ores. I guess I can just check JEI. We do not have Nether ores. That's a shame. Okay. Nonetheless, I guess I can... Jesus, that sound scares me. I can go get the cobalt and ardite while I'm here. Ooh, we get wither skeletons. Well, that's probably a bit more than I asked for. I'm leaving. Bye-bye. Alright, well that trip wasn't particularly fruitful, but I think it took up enough time that we can make machine frames. So tin gears are just gears. Awesome. We can craft this like this, and 1, 2, 3, 4. It's weird that they're using these instead of like iron plates. You know, most packs use like regular iron plates. I wonder, are there no plates in this pack? No, there's still the thermal plates. And 3 make 3. 1 makes 1. Alright, well, whatever. Anyways, let's craft this, our first machine frame. I assume we'll have to use it to make power. It doesn't say. I guess let's take a look at our generator options. So either we can use the various dynamos, probably steam burning charcoal or something like that is our best starting option, or we can use the let's see, there's what are they? They're just called generators, right? From extra utilities. I wonder, do we have water wheels? We don't. So, All right, give me a second to think of what I want to do for our very early game power generation. Well, I see that there's a basic energy quest behind the simple machine chassis. So why don't we go get some grains of infinity and we can try, see what the quest recommends at least. So I think that just requires setting fire to some bedrock. All right, dug down to bedrock. Should just be a matter of waiting for the fires to go out. May as well light more. The trip down here takes a good like 20-30 seconds and another 20-30 seconds to get back up there. May as well make it worth my while. Alright, let's make our machine chassis. This one for now. And it recommends a Stirling generator. Alright, well let's see how it compares. Let's see, Stirling generator. 2 bronze gears. That's a kind of annoying recipe. Let's skip it. I was thinking that we would make survivalist generators. So survivalist generators, very easy recipe. They're just like 2 pieces of iron each, or I guess 4. But they produce only 5 RF a tick. Does it show? Only 5 RF a tick, but it burns things for a very long time. Like even carpet burns for 3 seconds. Wood burns for coal burns for like 15 minutes each. So it produces very low power, but it produces more energy per fuel block than most. So let's I think let's start with 4. All right, 4 survivalist generators. These are very nice in the early game again because they have 13 minutes per coal and they generate 80,000 RF per piece. So they also have the advantage of they shut off when full and they pause the fuel timer. So essentially no waste. Now to transport energy, I've been making these conductive iron ingots. And let's see, we're also basically out of... Let me do this real quick. Basically out of lava. Whoopsies. No, lava, please. Lava. Lava. Uh-oh. Please don't be upset at me. I didn't... It was on accident. I'm sorry. Yeah, screw you, giant. No. Go in the tank. Is that too much to ask for? Alright. Anyways. Now that I have these conductive iron ingots, I also have been smelting some of this to make energy conduits. These basic energy conduits, not very good, but I mean 640 is plenty when we're producing 20, right? So with this, we now make power. Awesome. As for what to do with that power, I think we want to make the alloy smelter first. It's nice that we can use simple machine chassis to make regular alloy smelters. I think this pack, when it redid the recipes, it undid like the Ender IO's like basic versus normal versus advanced tiers, and I think it's just one tier of machine now. All the basic and advanced machines are gone. Which is, I'll miss the advanced ones, but I won't miss the basics. Well, we're still short a little bit of coal to make the alloy smelter, and I've spent like the last, 10-15 minutes mining, and I found a bunch of other stuff, but I haven't found coal. And anyways, I'm basically out of time today, and I want to get this episode published. So how about we wrap up here? We'll be just short of making our alloy smelter, but in one episode, we've made both the Tinker Smeltery and have started producing RF. That's what I call an efficient start. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you'll enjoy this series. As I said, I'll try to not record too far ahead of what's been published, so hopefully this time your advice and warnings, I can actually, heed them. Anyways, yeah, I'll see you in the next episode. Take care. Bye-bye.